Hello again. As usual, I'd like to provide an overview of today's assignment. Since we have talked about Dr. King and Malcolm X, it's fitting that we take a moment to compare and contrast these two individuals. And the way that we're going to do that is use a compare and contrast graphic organizer. So if you're familiar with using a Venn diagram or a double bubble map, this is no different. This is a little more deconstructed, compare and contrast. So here's how this is going to work. I've already labeled everything for you, and all you have to do is fill it in. So here's how it's going to work. So I've already entered the title, which is the comparing of Dr. King and Malcolm X. And I've given Dr. King on one side and Malcolm X on the other, similar to what you would do as your titles on a Venn diagram. Of course, the first step is to define how they are alike. In this section, in order to type it in, you'll click on the text box and it'll open up to drawings. Once there, you will see that same text box feature. And from there, you're going to click on that button. So for this section, you are to at least give me four facts that make these two men similar. Now, I want you to go outside of just saying, well, they're both African American. That's obvious. So we don't want to put obvious answers in there. You don't want to say, oh, they're both men, they're both African American. Go beyond that. They do have some similarities. And if you took notes in class, you'll be able to know which ones that you can include. You can do this in a paragraph form, you could do it as a bulleted list. Either one is perfectly fine with me. And of course, to make that bullet form, you will go over here to these three little eclipse dots, and you can either use the numbers to include numbers if you want to number your facts, or you could do it as a bulleted list. The choice is yours. And of course, if you want to change the bullets, you can go right here and choose whichever bullet you would like to use. But the main thing is you need to have at least four facts. You can have more than four, but remember, you cannot say in these facts that they are men and they are African American because we already know that. So we don't have to go the obvious route. Once you've completed your facts, once you have completed your facts, you're going to come up here to save and close. And then once you save and close, whatever you typed here is going to appear in your graphic organizer. So let's talk about how to do the differences. So the differences, I've helped you out even more with how to create your differences because it'll keep you on track with what I'm looking for as far as to celebrate the differences. And you're going to do the same thing. When you click on the box, you're going to be able to give me the facts. Now, here's the thing that'll help you figure out the differences. So I gave you some categories to think about. Their birthplace, because both individuals were born in different locations. Their childhood experiences. Both individuals had very different childhood experiences. Their viewpoint during the civil rights movement. That is something they do have vast differences. So please include that. And any additional differences that they had that you may have found during your personal research or even through our discussion during the class period. So, of course, I'm not going to give you too many more hints because then I'm doing the assignment for you. It's your job. So, let me know if you need any assistance. And remember to, before you turn it in, check your spelling, check your grammar. Don't just rush and don't forget about capitalization and punctuation because if you're giving me sentences, you need to make them into sentence form. Don't lose points over the things that you can control. So again, let me know if you have any questions and take care.